Hey, what's up, you guys? Jeremiah Davis, the funding coach, back at you. Got a special guest today. We're going to talk about building a legacy. Now, people throw around that term like it's trivial, but if you're serious about building a legacy, and I'm talking about building a legacy not just for you, but for your children, grandchildren, for generations. There's been, you know, I didn't inherit nothing. Okay. I had to work hard, I had to struggle. Now I'm an entrepreneur. Now I want to build a legacy, an empire, so I can leave it to my kids and my grandkids, and they won't have to go through the same issues that I have. So without further ado, I'm going to bring on my special guest, and her name is Jessica Martin. So, hey, how are you?
Good, excellent. Thank you so much for having me.
No, thank you for coming. Thank you for coming because I've known you for a few years and I've seen you, I've been watching you grow and become a beast in the industry. Uh,
Thank you.
yeah. So, and I know there's a lot of people out there that are trying to do the same thing, right?
Yeah. hmm
So, why don't you tell the people a little bit about yourself and how you got to where you are now?
So my name is Jessica Martin. I am owner of Empire U LLC. We are a multi-million dollar credit repair company. We specialize in not only credit repair, but we really try to structure ourselves differently and assist more in building, helping our clients build their credit as well, and give them major tips on building, which is a very important second part of our industry. So we specialize in that. And then me and my husband also own several other businesses. We have the business credit branch, we have a tax branch, and we also have, me and my husband own a trucking company. So we are serial entrepreneurs. We own four different businesses. We have structured them out. They're all successful. And we have done that by really coming together as a family and building out our legacy and really sitting down and zoning in and focusing on what's important, which is our children and their legacies as well. It wasn't so much about us, but we've tried to structure everything out to make sure that they have the things that they need, as well as their children, as well as their children, and so forth, so that we can make sure that we leave behind. Something of value not only for ourselves but for our children and for people around the world. That's why we also have the planner that we've done as well. We have our Empire Planner, so where we help entrepreneurs as well, and we have a few classes and a few things that we give back to the community and teach back as well.
Awesome. Awesome. So, let me ask you, what was your first company?
My first company was Empire U LLC. That's my baby. That's my
Okay.
credit repair company.
And why did you start that?
So I started Empire U LLC because I could not figure out how to build an empire. I kept trying things and failing, trying things and failing. And finally, I'm like, well, maybe if I work on myself first, try to empire myself, get myself together, my credit, my mindset, my spirituality, in which I give back a lot of information as well as far as my spirituality because it really helped me a lot. Um, that's why we named it Empire You because we feel like it has to start with you. It starts with your credit. It starts with you as a person, you as an individual, empiring yourself, and then you can go in and start empiring your family, your network, your legacy. Building up. But you can't build on a rocky foundation.
Mm, that's good. Well, there's a
Yeah.
lot of people that find that when they start their business, initially it's rough, right? You go through some mostly valleys before you get to the mountaintop. What made you to keep persevering through those valleys?
You said, give me 1 second. Let me shut this door. What was the question? I'm sorry.
I said a lot of entrepreneurs go through valleys in the first year or two when they're starting their business. I was asking you, what made you persevere through your valley?
Well, really, it was the goal. I did not want to, I could not back down from my goal. I had got into some legal troubles. I had been so busy trying to figure out how I didn't have to work for myself anymore that I ended up getting into some legal problems. I ended up getting in trouble. I ended up going down the wrong path. So my thing was, I have to do this. I didn't have a choice. I didn't have a silver spoon given to me. So I had to, I was a teenage mom, you know, on food stamps, all of that. I was in and out of college, in and out of school. You know, I didn't have any luxuries. So to me, I had got to a point where I was like, I don't have a choice but to build this business. Or it's either that or die. Like that, I gave myself two options, and that was it. I was not going to live like that anymore. And so you got to get to a point where you're like, I've got to be successful. There's no other option. It has to be no other way at all, period, point blank. Not even a question on what are you going to do. You're going to be successful. That's it. Once I made the decision that I'm going to be successful, I would not turn from that. I knew that I was the schooling that I had, the information that I utilized to build my own credit up and to start bettering myself and my family. I knew that other people needed this information and I could do this for other people. So me and my husband I started doing it for other people and he was promoting, really. He was promoting me. So that's how we started our credit repair business. And that is definitely our most successful business and our most cherished business that we have is the credit repair, because we really, really showed other people too and helped ourselves build an empire off of our credit, literally.
Yeah, well, the most with entrepreneurs is when the rubber meets the road, you have to choose. Stick with this day or go to the town. And you know, we same people, some very successful friends, you know, that's the kind of that when everything went wrong, it could go wrong.
Yeah.
They had to persevere through it to make it to the other side. And that's the thing when we're talking about building a legacy, you got to be in it for real. You got to really more than anything else. And like you said, it's not for yourself so much, but so your kids don't have to go through what you had to go through.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And so for anybody out there watching and you trying to start a business or grow your business, you probably experienced some of these things where, you know, things didn't go right and you feel like giving up, right? But, you know, and it's not for everybody. I always say that it's not for everybody because you really got to put everything else aside and focus and grind. Or sometimes it could take you a year, you know. Just don't give up. Just don't give up. And so that's, you know, kind of what I wanted to have you on here and talk about how you built your businesses and your legacy. And so what are some of the things you learned in this process?
You said, what are some of the things I'm doing in this process?
What are some of the things you learned about being an entrepreneur and building a legacy that are not in the textbooks?
Um, that you need to work smarter, not harder. Everybody tends to think, and even me, I actually thought that I have to work day in and day out to get to where I need to be. That's not true. That's not true. If you move strategically and you make sure that you diversify your income, you don't have to work so hard. You don't have to work 12, 16, 18. A lot of us, sometimes we were working longer than that a day. But if we really, really structure our time and we strategize our businesses correctly and we have the right team, that does not have to deem true. We can cut back and we can live the type of life that we want to live. We just have to make sure we always are thinking of chess. I try to keep myself thinking that it's chess, it's not checkers, because sometimes we move so swiftly, um, just trying to catch a buck, hurry and quickly. But it's not, it's really not about that. It's about making sure that your moves are balanced out correctly so that you can be successful in it, so that you can get the revenue that you desire.
Right, right. And I tell that in my other courses that let your product or service pay for your growth, right? But
Yeah,
that growth has to be planned out.
yeah.
You have to plan to be big. You have to plan to grow, get automation tools. Like if you had, 100 or 500 new clients one day, do you have the infrastructure to handle that when you only got
Yep.
10? Things like that. If you're not planning for success,
Yeah.
you're planning for it.
Yep. Okay, that's better.
There you go. Yeah.
Like that glare is killing me.
Okay, so you do some coaching too, right? You do some coaching?
Yes, absolutely. So I have a business coaching program. I'm really, really excited about it because we have next year we're actually restructuring so that I will be able to do group business coaching. That's what I'm going to be getting into here soon, shortly. But yes, I do have coaching, and I do have my academy group where we do personal and business coaching in there, and we give a lot of information. My Empire U Academy on Facebook and things of that nature. But yes, we do the business coaching.
Okay, well, let's talk about things that you cover in your business for our audience. I'm the funding coach, so it's a little different. And always, it's not competition; it's collaboration. So,
Yeah.
you have your clients, my clients. We kind of work in different spectrums of the business
Yeah.
world.
Mhm.
You know, you have to get information from multiple sources sometimes.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Yeah, in our lane, we typically help our clients start their business from scratch. We do weekly calls with them, and we help them build their business credit. We do calls with them, and we help them find their niche, because some of them come to us don't even have a business at all. So we help them figure out, what type of business would be financially wise for them to establish based on their skills and their needs. So we really do all of that. And that's our business, thebusinesssense.com, that we utilize. And that's where our Empire U building course that we're having is stemming from as well, where we'll be teaching people, of course, the process of how to find their niche. And that's going to be the first week where I am, how to find their niche, how to properly structure your business for funding, how to get ready before they come to someone like you, how to quickly build their business credit and the importance of that. That's going to be just in the first week. of the Empire Building course. And of course, you're going to be on our second week teaching them the funding options and the merchant services and how to build and help the clients find the solutions to achieve their goals, right? So we got a. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No,
Oh no, I was going to say we got a couple more guests. Of course, we have Alex Miller going to be there as well, who is a good friend of both of ours. We have the Busy Box, Crystal. She is wonderful. Crystal Neptune coming. She is a wonderful business owner out in, I believe she's out in North Carolina. But she's a branding expert. She has a huge warehouse out there, helps business owners open up multiple businesses. We have a commercial realtor that'll be there that helps individuals buy commercial property all over. And then we have, of course, my husband coming on the last week to teach our students how to open up a trucking company.
Awesome. Yeah, the people come to me is, how to monetize their idea, some of that, the structuring it, not just the standard business structure, but structuring it for the funding. Because we all start these businesses, we don't think about how to structure it for funding. We just try to get it going. How do I get this going and start making some money? But if you skip some steps, you have to go get those steps. But it's better to start it initially, so when your business is going, you can get funding. If you do it right, you can get funding quicker, and then also different funding resources. So what we're doing, our friends and the communities that we work in are changing the environment for the people. Right, we're giving people their hopes and dreams, aspirations.
Absolutely.
That's what we got to do, right? We got to help them because it's just a lack of information.
Yep, that's it.
There's just a lack of information we haven't had access to a lot of this information before. Now we do, but we have to be responsible and we have to be wise and we have to give back. We have to give back to the community. So I think it's awesome that we're all, kind of doing this in our own little pockets of our communities to help as many people as possible achieve the goals. And it's not easy, right?
No, it's not. It's not.
So what keeps you motivated?
I have a mastermind group. I would say always to have a group of other entrepreneurs to keep you motivated, to stay up on what's going on. I take a lot of classes. I put a lot into myself. Even last year, I tell people all the time, I spent over $30,000 just for my mind last year. I try to stay in different rooms to keep me motivated with other entrepreneurs. So you got to kind of keep yourself available to different opportunities, to be in different rooms and to see different levels and different opportunities. And I'm always in the room. I'm always trying to see, what other level can I cross? What else can I learn? What else can I teach my students? What else can I teach the community? You just have to remain active. If you see a little class, take it. If you see a course, educate yourself. If you see something where you can add knowledge, do it. So you could kind of stay fresh.
Absolutely. Investing in yourself.
Yeah.
And the old adage, you're the smartest one in the room, you're in the wrong room. So I try to, make sure even today, last night, I talked to one of my buddies that's achieved some things, and I'm not going to say his name because everybody knows him, but, to help me with some things. I talked to another one today to help me, because they've achieved things I haven't achieved. And they have the knowledge that I need. Yeah. So I'm go and ask somebody that hasn't done at least what I've done. I'm the one, asking the people who have already been there, and and I'm blessed enough to have their cell phone numbers, so I can just call them directly, like, "What's up? I got this problem.
Yeah.
Help me out with this. Help me out with this." But you definitely you have to educate yourself. You have to own whatever it is you want to start. If you want to start a trucking company, because we do that equipment finance, so I get those clients coming in trying to buy equipment. I have to educate them on how to get the equipment without spending a whole lot of money of their own money, or even real estate. And real estate, but they don't know nothing about real estate. And I don't know why. I know the funding aspect of it. What you need to get into the fix and flip industry or the fix and hold industry, from the funding standpoint. But you have to take the courses, you have to read the books, you have to learn what you want to do, and nobody's going to do it for you.
Yeah, right? That's true.
Nobody's going to build your business for you. Believe that.
Yes, absolutely not.
Right. Yeah. So we got so much going on. What do you see in the future? Right. We're coming. COVID is crazy, but we look like there's some light at the end of the tunnel coming around the corner. What do you think 2021 is going to be like?
2021 is going to be grand. It's going to be very grand. It's going to be however you make it. I don't foresee anything that negatively is coming into 2021. I feel like it's going to be used for the greater good from our purpose. So we just have to make sure that we're taking whatever is going on and we're learning how to use it for our benefit. I think if we stop looking at things like it's an issue or it's a problem, if COVID continues or if it doesn't, we still gonna make hella money. Like it's still gonna be up there. Like because and that's why I want as many people that can join this course to come on, because I'm going to show them how to make money using other people's money, how to make money, how to bring in revenue, and how to have the correct investments. It's going to all be in here. How to think, how to have your thoughts correct, before the New Year's. This is going to be a 6-week course. We're going into this thing like no sweat, none at all. It's going to be a great year. It's going to be a wonderful year. That's when we're going to hit the most money that we ever made. So,
absolutely. Than I have ever in my life. But these things, they sound cliche, but they're not really. I mean, you can either see a problem or you can see a solution.
Exactly.
You're right either way you go. You're right.
Exactly. A lot of people made more money than they ever made in their life in the middle of this pandemic.
Right.
So It's like, if you're not going into 2021 ready, it's a problem. You need to get in one of these classes, somebody course, somebody something, because you should already be ready. Absolutely. For 2021. You're ready to check a bag, make them coins, find out what type of business you could have in the middle of COVID to make thousands of dollars. That's it.
That's the point I was trying to make, is if you're not ready, you need to get ready, right?
Yeah.
Get your personal straight, get your business credit straight, get your bank straight, get the education you need now, because I see every market blowing up. The housing market is going to blow up. Services, credit repair, business credit, there's a ton. I mean, the food services, all types of businesses are going to blow up.
Trucking, going to blow up again.
it doesn't matter what you want to start something and be ready for it. If anything, COVID should have told us two things. Business owners come first when it comes to the government. Okay. And that things keep moving. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Amazon kept moving. Grubhub kept moving. I mean, there's a lot of businesses that made more money this year due to COVID than they did previous years.
Yep.
So that's what I'm saying. You can see a problem or you can see a solution. You're the solution to a problem that can make you a millionaire. Okay?
Absolutely.
You don't see it this way, you need better glasses. You need to get your vision straight. Get your vision straight, right? Because there's opportunity all around you. And there's people all around you that need the information that's in your head. Get that out of your head and give it to the people, and they will pay you for it.
Yep. And let us help you get it out.
Right? And you don't have to be the expert in everything. You just got to know who is. Okay? Partner with the right people. Partner with the right people. Make the right connections. Get the right resources. And do your thing. Okay. Jessica, I want to thank you for coming. Give the viewers a bit of entrepreneur, multi-million-dollar business advice, something they can sink their teeth into and take with them. I know I put you on the spot.
I would say you just have to trust the process. You just have to trust the process. I wanted to give up like maybe at least 5 times. Like, you got to trust the process and you got to be persistent. You got to keep going no matter what. Like, I still get tired, but I gotta trust the process because I can see myself going to where I'm headed and I'm already there. So you got to be able to see where your end result is and to make sure that you trust the process.
Yeah, it manifests in the mind first.
Yeah,
that's where you got to manifest in the mind. And I know because it's so close. It's so close. I'm almost there, but almost there might be another 6 months, might be another year or two. But every moment is getting better. Every moment is getting better, and I see the vision a little more clear. So definitely, I think that's good advice. You can't give up. All right. If this is the purpose, if this is what you think you were put on the planet to do, you can't quit your purpose.
Yep, keep going.
Can't quit. You should get up every morning, no matter what. And this is what I do. This is what I do. I help people, I change people's lives. I help them get financial freedom. And that's a good life. That's something back to society, and that's a good life when you're helping other people be better.
Yes.
That's your purpose. That's your purpose. You can't quit your purpose. You can quit a career. You can all right, but your kids can't inherit the job either. So
True.
So anyway, I want to thank you for coming on. I'm having a class on funding, learn the ins and outs about funding. My class is the second part on December 3rd. Jessica starts on December 6th. You need to get both of them. Don't even trip on it. I'm giving you all the qualifications and requirements for multiple funding options. Part 1, some of the funding options. Part 2 are the more detailed, big ticket funding options. But you at least know what the qualification requirements are before you walk into a bank of what they're looking for. That's what I'm giving you. We don't know what the bank is looking for. I know what the bank's looking for, and I'm going to give that away. All right. And then also sign up for her class because I'm going to be giving some more away on week 2 of her class. All right. So now you got to get enrolled. You'll see we're going to drop some gems on you, and you're not going to get this anywhere else. You're not going to get this by reading a book or Google. Okay, you're not gonna get it.
Need to be with you.
You got to be there. You got to be involved. And trust me, the investment for these classes will pay off a multitude of times. All right.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and drop my class link in the comments. And then, does anybody have any questions before we wrap it up? Got a couple of comments. Let's see here. That's why I'm here, to soak up the knowledge. You got it right. You got it right. So I see Jessica dropped her link for her class in there. So you ain't got no excuses. You know where to go, find it. So all you got to do is sign up. That's all you got to do. But once again, Jessica, thank you for coming on. I look forward to with your class, and I'm sure we'll collaborate again very soon. All right.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Thank you, guys. This is Jeremiah Davis, and I'm the funding coach. This is my 2 cents for the week. Peace. See you next week.